Hello, and welcome back to RoadTripVia, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is number 805. The category is Brainy Tuesday, number 44. This is a 21-question trivia quiz where all of the questions come from random categories. The only thing that they have in common is they are all hard questions, much harder than our normal pub quiz style trivia. So, good luck on today's quiz. Question number 1. The novel ends in room 101, where every man must confront his worst nightmare. Published in 1949, it describes the state of affairs in Airstrip 1, part of the state of Oceania. What is the title of this George Orwell story about O'Brien, Julia, and Winston Smith? The answer is 1984. Question number 2. With the division at the 37th parallel, Utah and New Mexico would be created and the slave trade in the District of Columbia would be outlawed. What common name is given to these measures that also included admission of California to the Union? All of these acts were settled by the Compromise of 1850. Question number 3. It is separated from the mainland by the Gulf of Mannar and the Polk Strait in the north, while the Adams Bridge connects to Pamban Island in the west. What is the name of this island lying to the south of India and formerly known as Ceylon? The answer is Sri Lanka. Question number 4. It proceeds from daily life to love and marriage to death. It begins with Editor Webb and Professor Willard and moves on to show the tragic love of George and Emily. What is the name of this play set in Grover's Comers and written by Thornton Wilder? The name of that play is called Our Town. Question number 5. It was prompted by an attack on Massinissa in 150 BC. Although submission was offered, the natives refused to leave the city, and it was destroyed in 146 by Scipio. What is the name of this war, which was sparked by Cato's insistence that Carthage must be destroyed? The answer is the Third Punic War. Question number 6. One book tells the story of a woman who risks her life to prevent an act of genocide against her people. The other is a celebration of love, beauty, sex, and marriage. What are the only 2 books of the Bible that do not mention God? The answer is Esther and the Song of Solomon. Question number 7. Designed to coordinate national fuel and electricity policies, this U.S. Cabinet Department also conducts research into the conservation of these resources. What is the name of this government department whose first secretary, James Schlesinger, took office in 1977? The answer is the Department of Energy. Question number 8. The Eddas describe him as beautiful, but he appears to have been related to the dwarfs, and he often acted as an agent for them with the Asgardians. What is the name of this Norse deity, the father of Fenrir and Hel, who is best known as the trickster god? The answer is Loki. Question number 9. A non-metallic, nearly black crystalline solid used in medicine, dye manufacture, and photography, this element sublimes to a deep violet vapor at room temperature. What is the name of this halogen, a common antiseptic with the atomic number 53? The answer is iodine. Question number 10. October 16, 1946 saw 10 men hanged, including Arthur Seyss-Inquart, Julius Streicher, and Alfred Jodl. What is the name of this tribunal at which Robert Jackson was prosecutor, during which 24 chief Nazis were tried for war crimes? Those were known as the Nuremberg trials. Question 11. When she was kidnapped in 1612, her father refused to pay the ransom. Instead, she became a Christian, changed her name to Rebecca, and married an Englishman. What is the name of this wife of John Rolfe and the subject of a 1995 Disney film? The answer is Pocahontas. Question number 12. Under the Watingi Treaty of 1840, these people surrendered their land to the British Empire. In the 1990s, they challenged the treaty. What is the name of this Polynesian people, which today forms about 10% of New Zealand's population? They are known as the Maori. Question 13. It was founded by Vikings around the year 900 and is located at the mouth of the River Shannon. It is in the top 5 largest cities in the Republic of Ireland. What is the name of this city which in the 19th century gave its name to a form of humorous verse? The answer is Limerick. Question 14. The best varieties of this wood come from the West Indies, although other kinds come from Mexico, South America, and Africa. Often called the finest cabinet wood in the world, what is the name of this dark wood that is also the title of a 1975 Diana Ross film? The answer is mahogany. Question 15. His apocryphal acts tell how he died by crucifixion in Achaia. He lived as a fisherman in Bethsaida with his brother Simon Peter until becoming a follower of John the Baptist. What is the name of this disciple, the patron saint of Scotland? The answer is Andrew. Question 16. Its highest point is a spot 345 feet above sea level in Walton County. Its state song is Old Folks at Home, and its state bird is the mockingbird. What is the name of this southern U.S. state whose official state flower is the orange blossom? The answer is Florida. Question 17. The central character is a tormented artist who pictures himself as a wild animal because he is so lonely. What is the title of this 1927 work, the story of Harry Holler, written by Hermann Hesse and adopted as a name by the band that sang Born to Be Wild? There's a lot to process there, but Born to Be Wild was by the band Steppenwolf. Question 18. Haunted by the memory of a schoolmate's suicide and his brother Allie's death, he seeks redemption in the innocence of his young sister Phoebe. What is the name of this hater of phonies, the main character of J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? The answer is Holden Caulfield. Question 19. There are 3 kinds of these, each associated with a charged lepton. What is the term for these particles which have been suggested as a possible constituent of dark matter and whose name means little neutral ones? Those are called neutrinos. Question 20. In 1888, he went to the South Seas and died 6 years later in Samoa. It was in Samoa that he wrote Catriona, a sequel to Kidnapped. What is the name of this author of Treasure Island and The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? That author was Robert Louis Stevenson. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of RoadTripVia, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Check back tomorrow. We will be doing Who Am I? Who Am I number 10, I believe. That is the 21-question trivia quiz where I give you a description of myself, a noteworthy or popular human being, and you tell me who I am. Those are pretty popular. People seem to like the Who Am I. I'm working on a Who Am I fictional character type of trivia, which will be next week or the week after. Tomorrow will all be real people that you actually have heard of and know. I think that's all I have to report, so we'll just go straight into question 21 today, the tiebreaker for Brainy Tuesday number 44. In art, it describes a soft glass made with red lead and soda or potash, which is applied to metal surfaces as a decoration. In anatomy, it refers to a non-living, nerveless tissue which, when mature, consists mainly of apatite crystals containing calcium and phosphate. What is the term we're looking for? The term that can be used for both of those is enamel. That's it for today. See you tomorrow.